Oh, that was a big one. Well, good afternoon everyone, and today is Dave Day. Myself and Mike, who's out in front on the Tiger Sport. We're up riding through the Forest of Bowland, taking the scenic route towards the M6 to, if our timing's right, join the Dave ride. And if you don't know what that is, this is a ride that goes the length of the country and is a fundraising event for cancer charities, and it's in honour of Dave Myers, who was one of the early bikers. Now, I have to say, if I'm honest, I've never even seen an episode of the early bikers, so I feel like a bit of a cheat joining this, but apparently it is a very good event to join. Last year I think there were 40,000 bikers plus making the journey up the M6 to Barrow, which was Dave Myers' birthplace, I believe. So we thought it'd be nice if at some point today we can drop into that convoy and just see it and experience it for ourselves. So like I said, we're heading through the Trough of Bowland at the minute. We've not long since come through Sladeburn. I've got a route here planned, but we're pretty much ignoring that, and Mike's leading the way and I'm just following Mike. I'm on the flying Satsuma, obviously. And having never ridden this road before, I don't think, it's really impressive. In amongst the great British countryside again. I'm trying to dodge the rain. So far we've been pretty lucky. It's after it being 30 degrees pretty much all week. It's a bit changeable today, looks a bit stormy. We've had a few spots of rain, a couple of bits of drizzle, but nothing too bad so far, so we're hoping we can avoid that and stay dry for the ride. And we're fully loaded up today because, as well as jumping on the Dave ride for an hour or so, we're going to peel off when that ride approaches Barrow, and we're going to take a bit of a scenic route up to the North Lakes, then drop back down again, and we're camping tonight near Westwater in a campsite called Church Style Campsite. There's actually 5 of us going to be camping there today. There's 3 other lads, Mike's friends, who are making their own way there. They're taking a bit more of a scenic route. I think they're heading straight up towards the lakes and having a day hooning around the lakes, and then we'll I think the plan is to meet them at the campsite later on this afternoon. So with a bit of luck, it'll stay dry whilst we're putting the tent up. That's the only thing that matters really, isn't it? If you can get a tent up while it's dry, not really too fussed about a bit of rain after that. We've got a few beers in the panniers. There's a pub 2 minutes walk away apparently from the campsite. So if the weather does take a turn and we can't really sit out with a fire, then we'll have a wander down to the pub, I think. But we'll play it by ear, not play it by beer. For now, we're just sort of enjoying this little run. I believe we have to be, or we're aiming to be, stay there sheep, back on the M6 at Burton and Kendal services by about, we need to be there by 1:30, 2 o'clock. I think the Dave ride, the Dave convoy, all 40,000 plus bikes, get there, I think the plan is to get there about 1:45 and leave about 2:15 or 2:30. So we'll jump on with them, just ready for the experience of it, just something fun to join. I think it'd be quite easy to get yourself in a bit of trouble on these roads. It's tempting to open up the taps a bit, but there's so many blind corners, bits of gravel, you never know what's coming round the next corner. kamikaze sheep. I suppose you've really got to keep your wits about you. Oh, that was a big one. Mike's checking something's fell off his bike there. That was a big cattle grid. Thank you, sir. Or madam. The sky's certainly looking a bit on the moody side. As I said, we've been lucky so far. We've managed to avoid any real rain. Let's hope it can hold out for another couple of hours. So the lads we're meeting up with, as I said earlier, are Mike's friends. I've never met these three lads. They're Mike's workmates. We have got a trip to Normandy, to the D-Day beaches in September with the three of them. So I suppose this is a good opportunity to meet them before that. And we've also got, I almost forgot, the ABR festival next weekend, where we'll be joining them for the weekend as well then. So today's opportunity to meet them before the ABR and then before our France trip. I believe at least a couple of them, if not all of them, are GS riders, but I won't hold that against them. I won't prejudge anything. I'm sure they're cracking lads. And if the weather holds up, because the site allows fires, and I brought the little Amazon special off the ground fire pit, we can get a bit of a burn on later, have a few beers, not get drenched, and hopefully all will be well. And then up early tomorrow morning, pack up and shoot back home. It's good how much you can pack into a weekend, isn't it, if you get off your backside and do something. So I'm just as guilty as the next person of Saturday morning getting up, having a bacon butty, having a brew, mooching around, have a shower, get changed, whatever, potter about, not achieve a great deal, and then before you know it, it's 7 or 8 o'clock and you're settling down for the evening. I think by doing what we're doing, getting up, although we didn't set up particularly early, we only left at, Mike came to mind at 10:30ish, so we've not left early, but you still feel like you're packing in a lot more into your day and into your weekend. I'm not sure you can beat biking for that. We could be a million miles away from home here, and we're only 2 hours away. And by the time we get to the campsite, having done this ride through some lovely countryside, and all being well, jumping on the Dave ride as well and experiencing that, and then doing a couple of the passes up in the lakes and going up to the North Lakes and back down south, could have packed all that in before probably 4:30 today, when if I'd been sat at home, I probably wouldn't have done a great deal by 4:30 in the afternoon. And sometimes it's just that forcing yourself out, isn't it? Actually getting up, getting out, doing something. Once you do it, you feel like you get a lot more value and a lot more time out of your weekend. That's what I think anyway. It looks like a nice little village. This is Bentham. So we're going to sort of start going west now, turn left here and start going west. towards the direction of the M6 North, and eventually to Burton and Kendal services, where we should have a bit of time to hang around and wait for the other 30, 40, 50,000 bikers or whatever is due. It should be quite a sight to behold. So all being well, we'll see you then. Paul?
Find your stone for your stand.
It's a nice fire though. There it comes again.
That Devon's is not leaking.
Is yours not leaking, Kev?
No, it's not. You've got a fucking fly sheet on top.
I'm not going to put the bottom on in a minute.
You're not being tight bastards. He's going. I don't know.
Oh,
going home.
Look at this again.
That fire, it's Mike's fight.
Do us a favour, Dave.
Yeah.
Park all the bikes round 10%.